Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Play action with Underwood. They're all over it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Longhorns! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The run to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He is in. Touchdown, Michigan. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. To make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Runs through a tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle, You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the first down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Manning. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Turns it on at midfield. Makes a grab and room to run. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
To the air, it's Washington. Right side, it's Marsh. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies playing wide receiver in this conference, and this team thinks this guy's got an opportunity to be there in New York at the end of the year.
Wants to go up top on second down. Look out! Myers on the move. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Washington. Rush right in his face. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run it left here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First down here. Arch is going to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hauls it in. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. On target over the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Booster. Back to pass on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it down the field. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Making the adjustment on the play. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one alone. Ways down at the 38. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative.
Gashes the heart of the knee. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Arch to throw. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Washington. Left side is Hansen. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Washington. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They're willing to gamble. Let's see if it pays off. 4th and short from the 42. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down. Wants to throw again. Rushes on. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
2nd and long here. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Drops back. It's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. There's it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To throw, Manning. In traffic, it's Bishop. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Bishop. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Looking for his man in the middle. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. misses. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the SMU Mustangs. And it's Ole Miss looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Run ends there.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field zone? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Out wide left, it's Marsh. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Back to throw, it's Washington. He's going to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right on target this time. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Arch Madness. Under pressure. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And it'll be downed right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just barely got rid of it.
there's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to pass. It's Washington. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and fourth.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Booster, booster! Western, Western! Slid, slid, slid! Rock, rock, rock! Sweep, sweep! Go, go!
Got to make the play on fourth. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
It's one thing not to believe in punting, but to go for it that deep in your own end and give away a first and goal, that's just reckless. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch, it's Marsh. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
They're all over him. And he gets it away.
And you got